Hi and welcome to episode 6 already of 90 Seconds, our live show series where you get to see us solve your questions. Doron will be joining us today, and he is one of our in-house Elementor experts with many years of experience building websites, and also he is one of our Kits library team members. So if you have anything Kit related, he is your guy. So good luck, Doron.
Thank you.
All right, so just how will it work? First off, the show is for you, so go ahead and ask all of your questions in the chat. Just make sure that they're Elementor how-to related. Could be designs, layouts, certain effects. It could also be about using new features that you're less experienced with. We will choose questions from the chat and have 90 seconds to solve each one. And when the time is up, you get to decide what to do. Either we continue solving it or we go on to the next one. And as a little thank you from us, participants who asked questions in the chat will be entered into a raffle to win an awesome prize, which I'll announce at the end of the event. So go ahead, ask away, and what we're going to do to get the ball rolling, we're going to start with an unanswered question from the previous episode. Let's go. Question 1 from Blue Butterfly on Facebook. They asked, would you please explain the best way, to add a button that will go to my blog posts and the most recent first. So this sounds like the post widget. Doron, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
90 seconds, let's do it.
Okay, so let's, for example, make a new page. Okay, let's... Okay, just a second. I'll give it a name, like let's say new posts, and publish it. And let's simply drag I have in favorites my post widget because I use it very frequently.
You saved it as favorites, cool.
Yes, and I also gonna cheat a little bit and make it look much more beautiful. I pasted style from another widget. But let's say we have a post widget now, and we simply go to the query. And we have here, you have here the order, so you can choose ascending or descending. So in our case, we want descending. We want the most new post to be on top, okay, and update the page. And if, for example, I will edit the home page and simply choose a button because I'm trying to save some time. And so let's, for example, take this button, and instead of services, I will write down the name of our new page, new posts, and update, and that's it. When the user clicks it, it will get to a page where the new posts are on top.
Awesome. Well, we hope that answers the question just in time. Next, move on to the next one. Judith on YouTube is asking, how do you control spacing of words? Or how do you control spacing of words? I can't get the words going to the next line. Okay, so how do you control spacing of words? Okay. So she says that she can't control the words going to the next line.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'll show you a few things that are related to this issue. Let's, for example, take this text that we have here, and on the typography, I can...
Maybe you can scroll up just a little bit so it will be in the center.
Yeah, and I will hide the navigator so it won't disturb us. Okay, so just notice that this is a new thing. This in one of the latest version we have now word spacing. I'm being a bit playing with it maybe too much, but you can control the spacing between words. But in the case that what she's asking, maybe she needs something a little more simple, maybe just line break. You can, break lines manually, or you can use padding, and just, if you add padding, then the line will break differently. So it depends on I assume that she has shorter text and she wants the line to break.
So if you add padding, then it would just push all of the content to
yeah,
the side.
And
the line break, can you maybe demonstrate that?
But I think padding is much better because padding, when you do line break, it always breaks the same way and doesn't good in some screens. And when you use padding, then I can change the padding to fit the screen.
Because the padding is responsive.
The padding is responsive and line break is not responsive. So I think padding is a better way to go.
All right.
In my opinion.
Thank you, Doron. We hope that answers the question. Let's move on to the next one. John van Deppen on YouTube is asking, is there a possibility to build in-scroll stops on a one-pager so that you get stopped for a second or so whenever you reach a new section? Sounds like scroll snap.
Scroll snap.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's what is...
Do you want me to read it again?
No, I'm not
sure. You got
it? Yeah, I'm not sure that's exactly what he's asking, but let's show the scroll snap because it's a bit related.
All right. So hopefully this is the question. 90 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, so we need to point out, I think, that scroll snap is not by default. You have to go to experiments and let's see if it's, in my case, I think it's active. Let's just make sure.
So currently it's an experiment that needs to be activated.
Need to be activated. Okay, so and now let's just refresh the home page. And okay, and if I remember correctly, I have to admit I haven't used it because it's really new.
Page settings advanced.
Yeah, exactly. No.
At the bottom, yeah. In advanced.
Advanced.
At the bottom.
Scroll snap. Yeah, okay. And here you can set the snap to be on top, in the center, or in the middle. You also can set some offset. And now, if we let's change this. Scrolling
at the top basically means that it will stop at the top of each section, right?
Exactly. And also, if we give this, we have services as an ID for this section. So let's, for example, if we give this button, dash services.
So it's an anchor link to take you directly to services.
Yeah, so it takes us to services and it also snaps exactly.
Okay. And you can also add an offset if you want to, and you can also make force it to scroll at every stop, at every section. All right, we ran out of time. I think we answered the question.
Okay,
hopefully we did.
I think he wanted to add some timing, and that's a bit more complicated, but...
All right, so maybe we can add that in the hub as an additional post just to explain that. Thank you. Let's move on to the next one. Kaisa on Facebook is asking, I have 3 call to action widgets next to each other in a section, and I want them all to be the same height so that both images, titles, and buttons align. The text length varies, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Okay, so sounds like maybe alignment, but so 3 call to action widgets next to each other. 90 seconds. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So just I have to disable the scroll snap for just a second, so because it disturbs me. Okay. So let's really quick try to make let's say 3 columns, and just a sec. Let's drag call to actions inside of it. Okay, so, and I will duplicate it. You know what, I even can try to duplicate
the
column instead. Okay, and what you have in call in action in the call action widget, that some people don't notice, that in the style you have a height of the box. So if let's say one of them have more text than the other, okay, I'm just gonna pass more text, okay. So simply go to the other and you can give it more height. Okay, let's give it enough height so it will be the same. Okay, and Then I can copy and paste style for all of them. So, and even though they are not, they'll all be in the same height. Also, you can, play with the settings.
Ooh, time is up.
Okay. So
you managed to show a lot of options over there for the call to action widget. I think that answers the question. So let's move on to the next one. Stephanie Grolau on Facebook is asking how to make a beautiful numbered list. Okay, to make a numbered list.
Okay.
A beautiful numbered list.
Okay, so
what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I think it's like more of a design question and not Elementor question, but we can try.
Do you have some tips maybe you can give about the list, a bullet list or something? I don't know. Whatever pops in your mind.
Okay. I think if you want it to be designed, then it needs to be something manual, but we can do it.
Okay, let's see how much we can do in 90 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? Let's go.
Okay, so I'll probably make a new section, and let's have it with like 2 columns and give it some height. Okay, and okay, so I'll probably drag a heading and give it some, let's say, number, and in the styling, let's try to choose like really huge number, for example, and drag some text, and I would probably duplicate this section and replace the text. That's if we are looking from the design perspective, okay? Because obviously we can do numbered list in in the text editor, or something else.
The bullet list or
bullet list or icon lists. Yes, of course we can have the icon list.
So this gives you basically the opportunity to have 2 elements that you can style separately and individually and place them as well.
Yeah. So I was thinking from the design perspective, but obviously you can use the icon list and give it numbers, or use icons as numbers, and design them the way you like. So I hope that's what she was looking for. Yeah.
I hope so too, absolutely. We ran out of time, so let's move on to the next question. Thijs de Jong on YouTube is asking how to add a logo clickable in the middle of a menu. So he wants to add a logo that's clickable in the middle of a menu.
Okay, we can do that.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm assuming he's talking about a header.
I think so too, yeah.
Okay, so what you can do,
90 seconds?
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we'll have to go to the WordPress dashboard and to menus. And for example, we have to create 2 menus. Let's create new menu and call it right menu. And let's create it, of course. Okay, and drag some pages into it. And save menu. I hope we'll have enough time, and then create left menu.
If not, we can ask everybody in the chat to maybe give us some extra time.
Yeah, create menu, and again let's drag some pages to it. Okay, and save menu. And now let's go to the theme builder and create our new header. Okay, let's call it. Sorry, just a second. We'll go to header and create a new header. Okay, let's call it sample because it's just an example. And now we simply can drag the 2 menus. Okay, so we have the let's drag nav menu. Sorry. Okay, and let's paste
1 second left.
Okay.
Okay, we ran out of time. Let's just ask in the chat and see if the majority wants to carry on or continue with this question, just to get to see how to actually do it. So we'll wait just a little bit and see if it's a yay or a nay. All right, but I think this is it's going in the right direction for sure. All right. So we will continue. Yes, we're going to be continuing with this question. So, Doron?
Okay, so we have like the right menu and the left menu, okay? And obviously this menu will align to the right, okay? And we can drag the logo widget or any widget. I will drag a logo widget. It will be much easier in my case, because I already have a logo on my website. Let's also make it, vertical to the middle, and we can play with it obviously, but I think that's the way.
Awesome.
As the way to have a logo in the middle, but just consider that in mobile menu, you might have to add another menu and make it only visible on mobile and hide those menus, because in mobile it might be too complicated to have the logo in the middle. So you might have to.
So you make specific nav menu that you only see on mobile devices.
Exactly.
Which is, where do you do that exactly? You can just say display.
Yeah, so
you can hide on mobile or hide.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go to advanced responsive.
So this
hide on mobile.
Hide on mobile. Okay.
And we do the opposite with mobile in a menu that will show only on mobile. So.
All right. Well, we really hope that answers the question, and thank you for letting us continue. Let's go on to the next one. B Squared on YouTube is asking how to add headers and footers to pages. Okay, so he wants to add headers and footers to pages. I think we can show him an example.
Yeah, we're already inside a header, so it might be very easy.
All right.
So let's say
90 seconds?
Oh, so.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm cheating.
No, it's okay, I'll remind you.
I'm trying to buy time. Okay, so exactly, we're already inside a header. Let's say we love this header and want it to be our header. So let's publish it. Once you publish a header, you get this pop-up that asks you where do you want to display this header. So you have a condition. For me, I already have another header, so that's why I get this warning. But for us, for the sake of the example, I think it's a good entire site, and save and close. And the same thing goes to the footer. You add the footer, and it's important, but it is important to say that in the page you need to choose in the page layout Elementor full width, so it will use the header and the footer that you just created.
All right. So maybe we can also show them the theme builder over there, how you can make multiple headers and footers and assign them to specific pages with the conditions.
If we have enough time. So
we got 20 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the theme builder. And you can go to header and create another header simply.
And then over there, maybe we can show them clicking on the dots. At this one, let's do this one.
Oh, and you can
edit. Sorry.
No, edit. You have to edit.
Yeah.
The same goes to with footer and
you can basically tell them to only show on specific pages, so you can make custom.
Yeah. So you can make custom.
Time is up.
to custom pages. Yeah.
All right. We really hope it helps. Let's move on to the next one. Danish Hamid on YouTube is asking. Hey, take my question, buddy. We took your question, buddy. How to make text vertical without CSS. So he wants to make vertical text without CSS. It sounds maybe like transform, I don't know.
Yeah.
90 seconds, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So assuming I understand what he asked correctly, so we have, again, this is one of the latest feature. We have the transform under the advanced tab. And you can rotate it. So let's rotate it 90 degrees and it will be boom. Yeah. So you can also do it just on hover. Let's say, for example, you want just on hover to be rotated. So again, 90 degrees, and then only on hover it will rotate.
It's cool. And you can really play around with a lot of settings over there to customize that. We hope that answers the question. We've got a lot of time left. Let's move on to the next one. Trisha Belmonte on YouTube is asking, what is the best way to add pricing tables to a page in Elementor? So pricing tables to a page in Elementor.
Okay, so
90 seconds. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I assume we go and simply use the price table. So let's go. we have also price list but it's more suitable for menus from restaurants. So I think pricing table is the most suitable in this case. Okay, something really strange I don't see. Let's try again. Let's price table. Okay, and there it is.
Cool.
And obviously we can play around. You can add. Usually we do 3 columns and compare.
So you can have like all different types of plans and change them and style them, design them. Of course, you'd use the ribbon, to make one stand out as a better choice. And there's a lot of settings over here. We've got a lot of videos as well delving into how to use these. All right, so let's move on to the next question, which also is the last question for today. Karamit on YouTube is asking, how do I stick 2 elements together? Let's say I want to have a cutout image, a parrot, let's say, on top of a subscribe form. How do I make the image stick to the form so that it doesn't get disjoined? Maybe it sounds like absolute positioning, custom positioning maybe.
Okay, I think you don't have to use absolute position as long as they are on the same column. They stay together? Yeah, if you said it correctly.
Last question for today. Doron, you ready?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Okay, so let's again add, let's say 2 columns. I give it some width. And let's say we have a form. Okay. And let's say we have an image. So I don't have a parrot image right now. So I'm just going to use some kind of an image that I already have. Let's say I have this nice guy. And we can also mask it to make it, let's say it's a parrot, okay? So, and now if we can add the negative margin on top of the let's do it in percentage, so it will go much faster.
So you're bringing up.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the
form widget. Yeah.
And I don't see any problem because they are in the same column. They're gonna stay together. So maybe he has some particular issue. So again, we can do what Ziv just suggested. We can use custom positioning, so I can make it absolute. But now I have to give the.
When you set it to absolute, it's removed from the flow of elements.
Yeah. So
you can position it.
So I have to give the section more
min height,
and then again. I can,
4 more seconds left.
Yeah, I can play with it so it will stick together.
The horizontal and vertical orientation.
Yeah,
once again, the time is up. We've got also videos delving into this, explaining it and breaking it down, making it easy to understand how to do that. All right, so that was the last question. Our 6th episode has come to an end. Let's just give a big round of applause to Doron. He really did a great job. We really hope that you enjoyed as much as we did and that you learned something new. Also, I'd like to invite you to check out our experts network, where you will find Elementor experts just like Doron, Sam, Asaf and Roy from our previous episodes. It's a really great place to market yourself and to collaborate with others on projects. All right, time for the raffle. Okay, so there really were many questions and we thank you for that. And the only question that remains now is who will win the $100 Amazon gift card? All right. So, last episode, Audrey was our lucky winner. Let's just see who wins today. And the winner is Summer Ricciardi. So, congratulations. Please contact us today at via 90 seconds. That's 90sec@elementor.com, so we can give it to you. And that's it. Thank you for joining and see you in the next episode, which is set to take place Thursday, February 3rd. So keep your eyes peeled on our social media and come prepared with your how-to questions, just like today. Lastly, also, once again, this show really is for you. So please answer our survey. I'll leave it in the event notes so we can get your feedback and make it even better. Thank you, and ciao for now.